I now have the opportunity to draw your attention to some announcements. The first one is an announcement about UMCOR, the United Methodist Committee on Relief. You're going to see two ways that that's in the bulletin. One is an invitation to be putting together disaster relief kits. Another is an invitation for donation. In many ways, those end up in the same place. The United Methodist Committee on Relief is fully funded by the United Methodist Church, and that means that all the donations that go to UMCOR get directly to the places where they are needed most. If that is something that you are able and wishing to do, you can either donate here by writing a check or marking an envelope, or sometimes it's easier to give directly to UMCOR, and when you do that, they'll ask you if you have a church. And if you tell them that it's us, then they'll give us credit, which doesn't matter in any way, but it might make you feel good. Because we're not looking for credit, we're looking to help. We have two wonderful choirs. We have a chancel choir and a bell choir, and if you are interested in either of those, you can talk to Debbie or Stephanie, or I can help you find Debbie or Stephanie. We are occasionally putting in the information about how to get church merch, and that's in the back, the church logo items available. There are, in fact, 3 links because of a store, we have a way for you to get things. The church logo was designed by Allie Clenn, and she set this stuff up for us. And now for the announcements not in the bulletin, which is a good way of inviting you to pay attention. First, Sandy has 2024 contribution statements, and she would be delighted to hand you yours and not mail it. So feel free to let Sandy corner you or even go to her. That would probably make her life easier. The flowers that we have were part of the memorial service for Ron Cromer, a longtime beloved member of this congregation, and I thought you'd want to know why they were there. Our live stream system just kind of hates us. It's new, it's theoretically functional, and then on occasion, just something will just utterly refuse to work. We have people working on it. It may be that halfway through this service, there's a PowerPoint. How fun would that be? Until then, the numbers that have 4 digits are in the little black hymnal, The Faith We Sing, and the numbers that have 3 digits are in the red United Methodist hymnal. And we are continually in the process of attempting to perfect our order of worship, which works about exactly as well as going on to perfection. But we have noticed that it just feels like yelling when someone tries to get you back for call to worship. So we are about to pass the peace, and after we pass the peace, we're going to gather back together with a song. And we went with the song that we thought people liked best, so may that be true. At this time, you are invited to pass the peace of Christ with one another. Nice to work.
Second time.
I know.
was comfortable for you? Call to worship. One day. The right side over here says, one day. And the left side over here says, one day. Every valley gonna be filled. One day. One day. One day, every mountain and hill gonna be made low. One day. One day. One day. One day, all the crooked gonna be made straight. One day. One day. All day, all the rough ways gonna be made smooth. One day. One day. One day. One day, God's gonna do it. We're all gonna see it.